This change is nice, but they need to improve it. Like,
Yeah, it's too much.
not so much, it's too small.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, welcome, sir. How was your day? Like,
How are you, sir?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Motola. If I should send a voice note to you about how my day was,
Good evening, sir.
that VN go long. I feel
let me hear now.
I feel even cry for the VN self. Oh, it was a long
The
day.
Lord is
Oluwaye.
strength, sir. The Lord is your strength.
Amen.
Sorry.
Amen.
Oga.
Amen.
Oluwaye
Sir.
SFM.
Ewa.
Ọ̀gá kò ní rẹ̀yìn.
Amen.
Àjíǹde ara máa jẹ́.
Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Kò kéré òkúta, kò ní rẹ̀ yín.
Amen. Oh, amen. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You are welcome back, sir.
Yes. Anyways, okay. I think I saw your assignment here, and I don't know. I want to apologize. I was not actually able to look at any very sorry. But like I noticed I noticed the submission. The submission was actually a lot. Some people even still submitted on my normal WhatsApp. Yes. I did look at, but like I was not chance to look at them individually. There was one that I even opened. That's the one that made me like that's the one that I'm even very sad about. I opened it. I wanted to correct, like I wanted to look at it. But I think I was busy and I'm like I'll look at it later. That's where my WhatsApp is still today. I've not still gone back to that WhatsApp. If I open it, it will still be on that person's chat. So like that's how I think it was on Monday. I'll be on Tuesday. I was sharing to no, it was on Tuesday. The class was on Monday. It was yesterday I was sharing to look at it, but been a long 2 days. So but like I appreciate the submission. But the very, very few I was able to cross-check and look not correct though. I noticed the beans that you people cooked. You guys were just cooking, just the cook waiting in your mind.
Full of
Some
poison.
answers I saw now. That poison last one, even if you drink palm oil, you no go cure am. Like I had to ask myself, now me teach you now all these ones. I beg you. Now they make me fear. But good
It's
thing is
you,
I think
sir.
I
You
heard that
said
you guys are
that
done with you.
sir, you said that
Me
we
care.
don't do it, you not repeat it. That we will pour what we know in our mind to you so that you can correct it.
I'm not saying you should cook rubbish now. I say
That is why that is the reason why you are going to solve it for us. So that we will not cook rubbish in the exam.
That's the formative word to be using for me now. I know.
No,
I know.
we are not happy that we don't even get it. We are sorry, eh?
I know what I'll be doing. When I give assignment now, I will say I'll be basing it on correct answer, no attempt. You know, this last one I said 15 attempts. This one will be 15 correct answer. If I don't see 15 correct answer, I will not solve it. Because hey, good. It has to be the one you learn from you. It cannot be the one you learn from me. Because not be me teaching you all those ones you that they do. But regardless, I still appreciate the attempts. But let me ask honestly.
When we are gone.
Let me ask honestly, like how was the assignment? Like what were the challenges? Just like signify, tell me your own particular challenge. I don't want to rowdy class. I have headache. Please, I don't want to rowdy class today. I have my the left side of my head is paining me. So I really don't want to rowdy class. Please just signify. Let me ask where your challenge is so that we can I can know. But like I saw some issues which I would correct anyways. But let me just know. Miss Favor, talk to me, please.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you for the class here. So I submitted my assignment. I'm laughing because honestly, I don't even know, but I got stuck at that number. I think number D,
Well, I think
right?
I
But
saw your check.
I'm not very very sure of the answers I got, but I think I got number one correctly. I cannot say, but anyways, I got stuck at that number D because the thing was saying
Were you able to
use
do
the
the
general.
e-part?
No, I feel like I got stuck at number D.
Okay,
My own.
you need D to do E.
Yes,
No, yeah, you
so
cannot
that
get
was
there,
it.
you know. At least you get like if it's 20, maybe you get like if I'm the examiner, I will give you like 5 or 6
Yeah, that's what
over
I did.
20. Okay, Mr. Yomi, talk to me, please.
So initially, when I started mine, the figures were just too big. So when I saw that the figures were too big, I was doing some small merry-go-round. But I think I got A. I think I
You
got A
did
and I
not.
got B.
You did not. For you to have gotten a big answer, you did not.
No. I changed when I saw these big figures. I canceled it and I started again from afresh. Because I knew that when I was the big figures, they cannot be big figures. So I now did some adjustments, and I started seeing that they were now small.
You sure don't manipulate them. Well done.
No, I don't mark them. I just did tell you. And they say you don't really check everything.
Well done. But like you getting those big figures, I have an idea of what you did. Like just from the top of my head, I feel like I have an idea of what you might have. But the errors might have.
I think I later corrected it because when I was seeing that it was too big, so I now did some this and I started.
Yeah, when I saw when I
5,
saw it, when I saw it,
something.
I will check if you actually corrected it. Mr. Dam. Okay, sorry, Miss Fatia, talk to me, please.
My belief, I was getting big figures, and also from that deep part. So it seems like my own big figure self is wrong from A.
Where you have A to E question, but it's already getting wrong from A. That one is problem. Yeah, no problem. We'll look at it. Mr. Dam, talk to me.
Okay, so sir, for me, for now, I was a little bit confused because it was asking us to the return for A, B, and C. For me, I was thinking it's supposed to be for security A and security B was supposed to be the only variables there. So now that I'm looking for variance for A, B, and for C.
I don't think there's ever okay, sir. I get
Okay.
Okay. I think I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Okay. For me, I feel like that should be the only tricky part of that question. I think that C part should be the only tricky part of that question. But the rest, yes. So, okay, but we'll look at it. Yeah, Mr. Star, talk to me sharp. These answers are getting too much.
Good evening, sir. Yes, sir. So I did it and I'm sure I got all the answers correct.
He done me. He done me. Okay, I will cross check your answers. This one, I think you got all the answers correct. I will do transfer for you. If you actually get all the answers, I will do UTF. Because I don't. But let's see, let's see. Don't let me make mouth. Let's see. Yes, traditional.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I think I stopped at the D part because I didn't know I was going to apply the mean return.
Oh, okay. So I think majority of the challenges are from the D and the C. I don't think the A. I don't think anybody has complained of the A part. Okay, which is very good. The B part, so I don't think anybody has complained. So you just C and D majorly. C, D, E, obviously, because E you need D for E. So yeah, C, D, E basically. Okay. So I'm taking just these two next, which is A for you, Grace, and Bashar Webat. So I'll take. So Miss Grace, please.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My challenge, I had a challenge was this B part. Honestly, I actually solved it, and I'm getting the covariance is 0. So I don't even know if it's correct.
You don't go get Canada. That answer. Now, what they call Canada. You know that kind of situation in exam that when you guys are done, everybody just they come outside and say, what did you get? What did you get? So I got 1. I got plus 1.04, 1.05. You just do one side, say, I don't go get 27,000. People are getting +1, -1. In that kind of scenario, there's no say you don't first feed that people face because 5, 10 people cannot get +1. You are getting 27,000 because your covariance cannot be 0 now. So we first know that one is. And I don't know. It might. I don't know the question. But when we solve, we'll cross check. Mr. Bibat, I think that's the last one I'm taking. Mr. Bibat, yeah, fast. Okay, while she's away, I call J.O. Boy. Okay, since the two of them are not available, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We can
sir.
hear you.
Okay. I wanted to confirm if it was from my end. Okay, since the two of them are no.
No, I'm here. I don't know whether it's network.
Okay, I can hear you now. Fast, please.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I say, even though I didn't see the question, from what they are saying, it's like I got it all.
How do you know you got it all? What are they even saying? Nobody's giving you any answer, and I say you got it all. Got what all? This man. You and Miss Esther, I don't mark on her face like I don't check him. I check it. We'll see. Oh, yeah, let's solve. Miss Abibat, you want to tell me something?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
I solved the question and I got big figures too. I just continue like that. I did not
Don't
even
continue.
try
Don't
to cancel
continue like
it.
that. Don't continue like that. I feel like I have an idea of what you guys might have done, but okay. So, please, somebody with the question for us. Let's solve. This time is fast spent. I need to finish this class early. I have class tomorrow. And I have to sleep on time. You even know that I'm going to classes now. So all of us don't get at the same level. So I'm going to class tomorrow. I need to sleep early.
Sorry, sir. Can I start?
The question.
Yes, sir.
By all means, please. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Question 3 from the question bank. Mr. Banks has just won 1 million naira from Sportybet.
Where have you been all this while?
I'm always in class, just that I use my other email address. So most time you won't
should
see
always
it.
be and be reading questions. Your voice, they reduce that headache. Thank you very much.
Very sonorous.
Voice like this.
Angelic voice.
Continue, madam. You are giving me peace of mind.
Like a
Mr. Banks has
I beg you, Mr. Adams, avoid me. Oh, Miss Esther, it's only your voice I want to hear. Please go ahead, ma.
Mr. Banks has just won 1 million from Sportybet and has decided for the interim to place the money on 2 securities, A and B, for a period of 1 year. 60,000 is to be placed on security A and the balance on security B. He has estimated return, that is cash flow to be received at the end of the year plus project value at the time, and the probability of all the 3 possible states are as follow. All figures assumed to be correct. Required: A, calculate the expected return, variance, and standard deviation of each security. B, calculate the covariance between the 2 securities and the correlation coefficient. C, what are the return of his portfolio for each of the possible states A, B, and C. Calculate the expected return, variance, and standard deviation of the portfolio from this figure. D, use the general formula for mean return and variance of a 2-security portfolio. We compute the mean return, variance, and standard deviation of its portfolio. E, would your answer to D above be different if the correlation coefficient had been +1, +0.5, 0, or -1? What conclusion do you draw? That's all, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm looking for the working note that we used. I think I found it. Can you guys give me 5 minutes? Just give me 5. No, 5 minutes is too much. Give me 2 minutes, please. I need to attend to something. 2 minutes, I'll be back. 2 minutes. You can discuss on how to go with. Just discuss on how to go about the question. Where to start from? Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be back by 9:25. Please let me attend to something real quick, please. Okay, I didn't even take up to. I didn't even take up to the. Okay, yeah. Uh, so can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, looking at the question, it says that Johnson has won. Sorry, Mr. Banks has won 100,000 for a double lottery. He wants to place the money on two securities, X and Y, yeah, for a period of 1 year. 60,000 security X, 40,000 security Y. 60,000 on that security X and 40,000 on that security Y in that particular scenario is for what? That's what?
Is the weight.
Wait.
That's the weight.
The weight.
That's
That's
the weight. Very much.
yeah.
That's the weight. He has estimated the return that the cash flow is to be received, blah, blah, and probabilities of the three possibilities stated as follows. Probability, the expected return securities, and security. Why? Now, first of all, the question says let's calculate the expected return, which is our what? Our summation. That's our probability times what?
Return.
That's our probability times return. Now leads me to the utmost question, where the lock of the question is what is our return?
For
What's our
security A, we'll do
security?
75. We'll do 75,000 minus 1,000 over
25,000 minus what?
60,000 minus 60,000. We have to convert it to percentage.
So we'll do what?
So we'll do 75,000 minus 60,000 divided by 60,000 times 100.
Lie. Another person, another person, please.
Returns at the end minus return at the big end.
It's wrong, man. It's wrong, man.
Sir, can you ask your question again?
We'll add up the return. When we add it up, it's now be 75,000.
I said what will be my return? The formula is we multiply our probability by our return. How do I get my return is the question.
We total all the returns there, then each of the return over the total times 100.
Total, yes.
Okay. That makes sense. Mr. Star. Why you fear? Lucky you wanted to tell me something.
Yes, sir. No, I want to say it.
Okay.
Let me go to the question. Okay, I think for the first security, that's security A. That's A 75,000 minus 60,000 over 60,000.
That's the same thing Samaka said. I said it's wrong now.
Okay.
So what I did was the return that was given in the question multiplied by the probability that we have.
So you okay?
Then
so
at the end, I have the total return.
So what do you have as total return? 1 million.
72,240.
Okay, would obviously with this. Okay, 72,240. Okay.
Yes,
sir. That's what I got too.
Mr. Esther, is that what you did too? Okay, then Esther.
Yes, sir.
But you came here comfortably, telling me that you got everything correctly. How did you get everything correctly? How? When I said it here like 3 million times in our last class that at every scenario, Miss Amaka and Miss Kiton, please a round of applause for yourself. I just wanted them to expose themselves and let them say their.
Yeah, I got it.
I just wanted them to say the beans that they cooked. If I said you guys were correct, they would not tell me what the answer. So I needed them to say their beans. I mentioned it 1 million times in class that always convert your returns to percentage. I said it, hammered it. You cannot leave returns in figure now. Number one, that's even number one is. And number two, I also mentioned to you guys comforting every time that always read questions very well. Don't just always be rushing to solve. Don't let your hand be itching in exam. Calm down and read question. The question said predicted returns at the end of the year. Why are you using predicted returns? which I mentioned to you. I gave a scenario in our last class. If you guys could remember, where I said that if I want to do a business and they tell me that there's 30% probability that I'll make 2,000. If you guys remember, I'll make these are predicted returns, and they are not the exact returns. And that's number one. And number two is these particular returns that are here, they are even monetary. Returns should always be in percentage, always in percentage. Now, let me now say something so that it does not contradict what I said. These particular figures here, this 75,000, 73,000, if they were in percentage and it says predicted returns, you know that you will use it like that. I don't know if that makes sense. Because I said, I'm just trying to explain that because I said they are predicted returns does not mean that if these figures were in percentage, but because they are not in percentage, you cannot use them like that. First of all, you convert to percentage. Now, it now comes the problem of how do I convert to percentage? Ms. Omolola, Ms. Fetia, that you totaled all together 75,200, 73,000. That would have made sense if you were not provided with the weight. That would have made a whole lot of sense. But they already gave you the weight. Now, what are you totaling again? You already said security, so it consists of 60,000. This one of 40,000. Why are you totaling? You don't have any reason. So what do? You do 75,000 minus the total weight now over the total weight. You know, pass like that. You do that for security for state A, state B, state C. Then for security, why you do 45,600 minus 40,000 over 40,000. The same for B, the same for C. Then you get your percentage.
Sorry,
So,
sir, is
Mr.
it
Star,
40,000 or 1.4 million?
40,000 now. Where do you see 1.4 million? So, Mr. Star,
Or 1 million.
my transfer don't go. Yeah, let's solve. So let's start like this. So you'd say if somebody's on mute, please. I really don't have strength today. Ayomide, please help me with your microphone, please. So let's say solution. So solution to assignment. So what's the name of the Mr. Banks, are we? So let me select people that call figure from here, and you know yourself now, Miss Fetia, okay, Dino Esther, Miss Amaka, and who's that lovely voice that also helped me just now? Miss Second Esther, I have Esther 1, I have Esther 2 now.
Yes, sir, I'm the one.
So Miss Okedino Esther is Esther 1. Esther additional, you're Esther 2. So if I say Esther 1, Esther 2, people should know yourself. So Fetia duty and
Yes, sir.
Miss Amaka, so please, the four of you, figures, and people should not call poison for me. Or any figure you book up for me today, I will use it like that and I will not correct it. You know, give me poison, you know, get strength. Okay? Yeah. So okay. Where do we start from? So what's the first requirement?
Calculate the expected return, variance, and standard deviation of each securities.
So you say calculation of expected.
Please, sorry to bother you, please. Can someone share the question banks on the platform, please? So sorry for the inconvenience.
Calculation of expected return, variance, and standard deviation. So let's start for security. So okay, first, okay, Sean, let's do security X first. Security X. So what's the formula? Let's start with expected return first. So what's the formula for expected return? Expected return. What's the formula for expected return?
P into
Summation
X.
PX.
They call me again this night. Wow. Thank God, I know be celeb. So yeah, so you will now come here. Let's do like a table kind of thing. So let's do so you say state, you say probability, probability. Then our return, Abi.
Yes.
So state is state A, state B, state C. Sorry, I don't go skip one. State B, state C. Then probability.
0.3.
0.45. 0.25.
0.25. So let's calculate our return now. So you start with our working. So you see workings. So you see workings. So you see working. So you see calculation. Calculation of return in percentage. So we'll now say, so let's say, so you say security. So let's start by saying, let's start with the first one now. So you say security X. This is security X banner. So let's do another table. So let me add one more. Okay, so you start by saying, so let's do our states. So you see state A, state B, state C, then you see percentage. Then let's do our workings here. So that is more comfortable. I think this makes sense. Yeah. So for security, what are we saying? So we are doing what?
75,000 minus 60,000.
So we are saying 75,000. We're saying 75,000 minus
60,000
over
60,000.
Miss Omolola, when you did that summation of all, then you did the percentage from there. What do you have for this first one? Miss Omolola, Miss Fitia, what do you have for this first one?
So I did not do percentage on my return.
Oh, you used it direct.
Yes.
Well done. This second one, what do I have here? 70 what minus 60,000?
73,200.
73,200.
73,200.
67,200.
77,200.
So what do I have for my percentage?
25%.
522.12.
Huh?
22. 12.
So we'll do this. Miss Fitia, is it glue you're using to be this a lot? Because I don't know why you're coming 20 minutes after. No security, whatever. So what does this change to?
45,600 minus
minus what?
40,000 over 40,000.
Please, where did we get the 40,000 from?
Wait now.
The weight of the second security, 47,200. 48,000.
The question says that can you come, and he has decided to place the money. 60,000 is to be placed on security S, and the balance. What is the balance?
Balance is supposed to be 940,000, not 40,000.
Because it's saying 1 million. 40,000.
Yes, the total amount is 1 million.
1 million.
And if 60,000 is taken for A, then the balance is 940.
Exactly.
People are always very confident that they can make a good look.
But I say everybody cook beans.
That 1 million is to
this is 100,000, not 1 million. It's obviously a mistake.
It was a mistake. No.
100,000 now, not 1 million. How do you share something and you share 60 to 940? This was obviously a mistake. Now it's supposed to be 100,000, not 1 million.
That's why we're getting big figures.
Exactly. You guys should know now. Okay. You cannot share something 960 to 60, now 940 to 60. Oh yeah. 48, 40.
10%. Over 40.
40. What do I have here?
14, 18, 20.
10, 18,
20.
So now we've gotten our returns now. So what's the next thing now? So let's go and calculate let's go and put this in our table. So our return here for security X, can you, don't forget to 25.
5, 22, 12.
2, 12.
So now our return now. So let's go and have our expected return. Our expected return. Yeah, what do I have?
7.5.
7.5.
9.9. And 3.
3.
So what's my X bar?
20.4.
Yeah. Don't go copy return. No. 20.4. Okay, so these are our expected return now for security. That's what they told us to do. But before, should we do variance and standard? Okay, let's do variance and standard deviation once and for all now, so that we'll do same for security. Why once and for all? So let's do standard deviation. So 1 minute. So let me say this is I. So our I is standard deviation. What's formula for standard deviation?
Root of variance.
Root of variance.
Yeah.
That's shifted though.
Shifted to where?
See your II.
Okay. Yeah. So let's do our X minus X bar first. X minus. Sometimes this X bar they look like T that it costs. You don't understand what I'm trying to do. I even forgot to even say I said I was going to look for that X bar. I don't forget again. Oh yeah, what do I have?
We have 4.6.
4.6.
1.6.
1.6.
Minus 8.4.
So let's do my X minus X bar squared.
21.6.
21.16.
I'm down.
Move this.
21.16.
16.
2.56.
70.56.
70.56. Okay, so let's do my P minus. Let's do this. This Victor, your abuse is that your background is noisy. Yeah. I don't know any noisy background like this is misfitted that used to come to my head first if I have not checked. Oh yeah, what do I have here?
6.35.
6.35.
1.15.
1.15.
17.64.
84.
64.
I can get my variance. Let me get this is my variance from here like this.
Yes.
I'll just say variance.
25.14.
25.14. Okay. Let's send you this thing we want to do. Sorry. Trying to make my work. Trying to make it sharp. So square root of what? 25.14. What do I have?
Let's see. 5.01.
5.2.
5.01.
5.01.
What do you call it? 5.01.
Yes.
Who got this one correctly?
Yes, sir.
Lucky, well done. Samaka, well done. Well done. My favorite student. Nina, well done too. Mr. Musa, well done. People should not be like the Miss Fatia that used the O figure. That one is even the worst. People that still did the total self and still try small. People that use the O figure, so you're not getting 76. Oh my beg, I cannot even laugh at you people. So let's do security where. So our return for this is what?
Our return is 14, 18, and 20.
18, 20.
What's my expected return?
4.2.
4.2. 8.1.
And 5.
5.
17.3.
What's my x minus x bar?
Minus 3.3.
The first one?
Yes.
Yes.
0.7. 2.7.
10.89.
0.89.
0.49.
7.29.
What's my p? What's my x minus p? X minus x bar squared?
3.27.
0.22.
1.8.
1.82.
I'll mark the two of you. No.
1.82.
What's my variance?
5.31.
5.31.
Standard deviation 2.3.
2.3.
Go back down. This is what they ask you to do in A. Now the B asks you to calculate what? Covariance.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's say B1. Take calculation of covariance between securities X What's the formula for covariance?
P into x minus x bar, y minus y bar.
P into bracket x minus x bar, y minus y by over standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y.
Well done, Jerry. Well, clap for yourself, ma. Formula that is in your notes, you still they tell me what I do, what is not me that give you. For the one that is in your front, though, imagine the one that you are going to take to exam. But I'm not me give you that formula. What is formula for covariance now?
P into x minus x bar into bracket y minus y bar.
Where did that Madam Nancy all over? You want to say all over?
No, all over anything. No.
You should reduce this period. I'm not going here. X minus x bar. That one that you said, Madam, is covariance. Abi is correlation coefficient. No, it's you talk. X minus x bar.
P probability summation.
Sorry, Jerry. I also need to reduce my guy. But the only good thing is I'm not writing exam. Oh, sorry, I forgot to change this one to y.
If they don't have the same probability, can we get the covariance too?
If you don't have what?
The same probability.
They most likely would. But if they don't, what examiner would most likely want you to do maybe calculate, but they would actually, because if you read the entire question very well, the story is still about one particular investment. Do you get? The guy wants to make an investment. He's just deciding, okay, should I invest in this or should I invest in that? So, but it's still the same sum of money. It's not as if he has another money. It's still the same 100,000 that he won. That he's trying to say if I should. So you will just use that same probability for the two. So it's rare. If they have different probability, believe me, I don't think they will ask to calculate covariance.
All right.
Because you need the same probability to calculate covariance. Yeah, I'm trying to copy and paste something somewhere. Okay, yeah. 1 minute to let me change this thing. Like people that are calling figure for me, they did not notice.
Oh God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit, Spirit us now forever. Amen. Surely.
Madam, what's happening there?
For the days of our life, the vengeance of the Lord, ever and ever.
SFM. Amen. SFM, oh God.
Honestly, not because it's prayer. I honestly would have just removed the person because what? But I would not want to. I understand the struggle. Let me leave it. Let me turn a blind eye. Yeah. So this is our formula for covariance, Abi. Now let's go and do another table. But this one will not come out in your exam. I don't know why I'm teaching it, but there's another one that will come out finish. People will say it's me, but this one cannot come out. This one is statistics now. I does not have time for this one. If you want to teach statistics, is in your school and they will teach you that one. It's not here. But because I say come out does not mean you should not know it though. If you go and come out, don't say I did not teach you. I have evidence. That's why I like our YouTube channel. You can always go there. You will see me in the class. This one cannot come out. Yeah, 0.3.
0.45. 0.5.
So what's our x minus x, bro?
4.6. 1.6. And 8.4.
Negative, okay?
Yes.
So what's our y minus y, bro?
3.3 negative.
1 minute space. Yeah, I'm
0.7.
2.7.
2.7.
So let's do P summation x minus x. This. So multiply probability with it.
4.554.
Negative, okay.
It's negative.
4.55. Let's leave that to decimal.
Okay. 0.50. 5.67 negative. Total 9.72 negative.
That madam that got covariance of negative, that got covariance of 0. No, I take the
Mine too was 0.
Your own would definitely be wrong. Either you use the total. How do you want to get correct answer? 9.72 like this, have you?
Yes, sir.
Lobaton. Which one they say we should do again?
Correlation coefficient.
This question is just plenty for nothing. What's formula for correlation coefficient? What's formula for correlation coefficient?
Covariance, open brackets, x, y, all over standard deviation of x and y. Standard deviation of y.
Thank you. Standard deviation. Standard deviation x. Madam, your network is bad though. Standard deviation. What? So we'll represent our correlation coefficient is always represented with R. Small letter R, please. So you will now come here. What are our covariance of x and y?
9.72.
Standard deviation of x.
5.01.
Standard deviation of y.
2.30.
What of
0.84.
negative?
Negative.
What type of correlation coefficient is this?
Negative.
The negative correlation coefficient. So what does it mean? What does the negative correlation coefficient mean?
There is an inverse relationship.
Adverse relationship. So these are the things that you write. I've told you people that the only exam that you should be failing is exam that you don't know anything about. Let I can make a mistake. Let them set the one that you know. Injure them. I was telling somebody where I think I've told you guys know that I think last diet question I saw, I think number 7. I'm not particularly so sure. It was a whole lot of grammar, but the whole purpose of that thing was saying advantages and disadvantages of MPV, IRR, and the like. They just give a whole grammar and say it's deciding whether I should use MPV or use IRR. That set advantages and just advantages. I was telling somebody that thing is 15 marks. Believe me, examiner, what I will write, examiner can pity me and give me 5 more marks. Yes, now, because me explaining MPV alone, almost 1 page. If I first start from present, I'll first start from definition, purpose. That table for MPV, that big table, I will draw it if I have time. That big table that says variable cost, because those are questions that you don't want to lose half mark. It's something that you know. Advantage, and when you get to advantage and disadvantage, they are going to be the last, because at the end of the day, the way ICANN works, if you write more, it's not your school that they will say you are doing over Sabi, that they will now lose mark. The examiner will they will just ignore it if they don't want it. And they will ignore it. They'll go mark the one that they need. But put it there. Yes, now, before you put advantage, and after I will still put differences between MPV and IRR, because those are places you don't want to lose marks. So if I were you in a situation like this, you would go and write small story. Do you understand? Just say correlation coefficient. It means that it is a negative correlation. It means that let me tell you, if I was in an exam, this is what I would have written. Watch you. You now say something like this. You first say, say the result above implies, you see, you know, it means that you're not in secondary school, implies that security X and security Y are inversely
proportional.
Because they are negatively correlated. This simply means that when security X is moving upward, security Y is moving
downwards.
Is moving in opposite
Direction.
direction. Like that, as you are seeing this, even as you're not impressed, you'll be impressed now. No, this guy, this person has read. That's this thing that you just wrote. That's the meaning that no, this person has read. So please, let's learn. Yeah, what's the last one saying? Maybe the C.
Returns on portfolio.
So you calculate, is it only with return and the risk? Which one did you should do?
Risk. You do both of
So the series calculate return and risk. Wait, have we done that C part?
Is that what are the returns of
We
each
are in
portfolio
C now.
for each possible states A, B, C? Calculate the expected return, variance, and standard deviation of the portfolio from these figures.
Oh, okay. So this is what we are going to do, yeah? So what they are simply telling you to do there is, okay, we have state A, state B, state C, and we have security X, security Y. So what we are saying is, okay, for all the states combined together, based on all of them, they have the same, they have different probability now, but the securities that is security X and security Y, they have like the same probabilities, and combined together, calculate all those things that they ask you to calculate. So this is what I was expecting that you would have done. Coming. So this is B2. You come here. Then we say C. So you say calculation of return and risk of the portfolio. Okay, let me look for something that has bad here. Okay, so that I don't struggle too much. I don't want to use X and Y. So I need something that has bar. I think I saw you yesterday. I'm coming in 1 minute, please. Let me check. The first one I see is the first one I'm using now. This thing no be bow. This thing they look like I hear you. I think this Q still means it is buying. Abi now, what do you guys think? This Q is better now. What do you people think? Oh, I'm looking for something to represent bar, that to represent something.
Not kidding, no.
I don't even use them. People nonsense.
Let's manage it now.
I don't manage them already. So you now say something like, say represent securities is combined. So we have to use one securities X and Y with Q bar So you now so whenever we're supposed to do securities X and Y, we'll just be using Q bar for it like that. Sorry with with Q, not Q bar. With Q. Just leave it like this. So I would use this one later. This one is not supposed to be there. We're representing with Q, but I cannot go and start. I need it later, so I'll come and pick it up later. But just leave it here first. So you now do something like this. Then we start with our state. So we still want to do the same thing that we've been doing. You guys don't get the gist of what we are trying to do. We still want to calculate our expected return the same way we've always been calculating it, which is our probability times our return. We still want to calculate our standard deviation the same exact way we've been calculating it, our p, our square root p x minus x bar. But the only challenge is we are combining security x and security y together. Instead of us doing security x separately, security y separately, like we did up here, we now want to do them together. So I now decided to represent the two. Since we are combining them together with Q, that's just basically what we are doing. It's still the same grammar. It's just English. It's just English. So you now say securities A, state A, state B, state B, state C. Now you now calculate your return. So you now say return. Now this return now will now lead us to another workings. Now lead us to workings, like we did here. So you now say to calculation of return Q. Now what are we going to do now? So don't forget don't forget that we have return that has been provided for us in the question, yes? Yes or yes, C?
Yes.
Yes.
But the thing is, now there are now weights of those things. So we just use those weights to get one return. This is what I'm saying. So this is what you now do. So you now say, you say state A is equals to what's the weight of X?
75,000.
60%. 60,000.
60%.
0.6 times what's the return of X?
25.
25 plus what's the weight of 0.4? What's the return?
14.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
What do I have?
$20.6.
20.6.
So this is now the return of security X and security Y into one based on the state. This is what they are supposed to do now. Say B. What's the return for state B? I think it's
22.
22.
This one is what?
18.
18.
What do I have as my answer?
20.4.
20.4.
What was the return of this one of state C?
Of 12.
12
For
and
this?
20.
What do I have as my answer?
20.
20 sharp.
No, sorry.
15.2.
15.2.
So these are our new returns. So these are the returns that we just go and use to calculate all the necessary things, normal. So you just bring these ones here. What do I have? 20.6.
15.2.
15.2.
Yeah. So now let's not go and calculate our. So let's bring in our probability now. So you now say probability. Yeah. 0.30.
0.45. 0.25.
So let's have our expected return.
The middle one is 6 point.
6 points.
The last one is 6 point.
No, the last one is 3.8.
3.8.
Yeah.
The last one. The first one is 6.18. $9.18.
10.2. So let me do one more. So that I can have my
one.
cube. No, it's cube I want. What are you doing now? So what do I have as my cube?
19.16.
So yeah, what's next now? Q minus Q bar.
R minus alpha. Yeah.
R minus alpha.
I've changed it now. You're only R.
Oh, sorry, Q minus.
What do I have?
1.44. 1.24. 3.96 negative.
Just part 2.
0.62.
Yeah.
2.07.
The last one, 15.68.
2.07. 1.54.
1.54.
The last one, 3.92.
0.62.
0.69.
0.69. No. It's 3.92.
3.92 for the last one.
5.23. The sum. 5.23.
Which one be sum? What's the technology for the sum?
Variance.
Only sum. 5 points.
5.23.
So your standard deviation of this thing.
2.29.
2.29.
Is that all?
Yes, sir.
But we have
That's
this.
that was the question.
No, we have this.
Yes, calculate the expected return variance and standard deviation of the portfolio.
I've done all of them. I've done all of them now.
We are going to D now. Using the general formula from mean return and variance of two securities
No, I'm not doing
portfolio,
that.
we calculate the mean.
Is it what I'm going to do that one? There's nothing there now. What? There's nothing there. It says calculate return of portfolio. What formula for return of portfolio?
Weight of A, return
Weight
on
of A times return of standard deviation. Oh, Jesus.
Square root
yeah.
of
Square root.
of
Weight of A, return on A, plus weight of security B
Plus weight
times
of
return
Y.
on B,
Yes, return of B.
X and Y. Then.
That's what you can do. I don't have
So
time,
is it of
honestly.
this new one that we've done?
I need to do CAPM,
yeah.
but I need time to do all these ones. Calculation of return of portfolio. All these things are things I did in the last class. No, it's I want from me again. We didn't write the formula. Boy. Weight of X, can you?
Weight of X,
Return
return
of
on X, plus weight of Y, return on Y.
Return on Y.
Return of
20.4.
Wasn't this thing? Wasn't this thing that I did now that is making you push out? You didn't do this one.
17.3.
17.3.
Total 19.16.
19.16 or 19.16. No.
16.
Within the don't finish. No. So please go and do the rest, I beg. Do the this is the return. The next one is portfolio risk.
It's the same thing that we got in C. The return on the what we got in C that we got in D.
No, child, the answer. Most likely. So please do that D2, please. If you calculate portfolio risk, this is the formula you're using, that snake formula. That where is it? This long formula is what you will use. So you are doing weight of X squared, that's 0.6 squared times our variance. What are our variance of X? We are. Time is gone now.
5.14.
So 0.6 squared times 25 plus 14 plus 0.4 squared times what's variance of Y?
5.31.
5.31 plus 2 open bracket 0.6. What's standard deviation of X?
5.01.
5.01. Close the bracket, open another bracket 0.4 times what's standard deviation of Y?
2.2.
2.3 what?
30.
2.3. Close that bracket and open the last bracket of correlation coefficient. What's our correlation coefficient?
Minus 0.84.
Minus 0.84. Lobaton. That's correlation coefficient of the portfolio. You now say you should do +1. So all those things you've done, just be changing that last correlation coefficient. Change it to 1, change it to 0.5, and change it to 0. Then you get your answer. Then change it to -1 as well. That's all you have to do. If I start doing all those ones, I will not finish. I will not do what you guys should not forget that we have a plan. I'm supposed to finish portfolio theory today and start option pricing next week. So please, I think I'm done with that. Please, you have any question, please? Any question? Sharp, in the next 2 minutes. If you want to ask me something.
Yes, it's just a little question, please.
So most of how about the people that did the first way that you said is not right, that is multiplying with the whole figure. When they're marking it for the icon stuff, won't they at least give us like maybe like 10 or maybe
multiply what with the whole figure?
Like I'm saying the whole like the wrong way of doing it.
Which is
That
even
we
the
got it
whole
wrong.
return.
Got it wrong, yes, which is using the whole figure. So
The
conversing it to
25,000.
Exactly. So conversing to percentage and we use the whole figure. When they're
You cannot
marking
get,
it, maybe at least
you cannot get 10, no. If you get 2 or 1. How will you get 10? Because at the end of the day, your return is not returning now. What is your return returning if your return is not in percentage? So like it would not. The figures you got deep down in your mind, look at it and look at what we got. Does it make sense? Look at it deep down, deep down. You're gonna say no sharp now. But because you're the one that did it, if you won't make sense for you, right? Jam class. Jam class. So because it was you that did it by yourself, you go one day give yourself benefit of doubt, but it does not make sense. So please always do it this way. Any other question, please? Damn, talk to me, please.
So, sir, just like we all know that this return is supposed to be in percentage. So, but when you were doing the correction, you were just putting the 25, 30. So you were just putting the 25, 22. You were not putting it in percentage. If it's supposed to be
know now, don't you know?
Okay.
You know now. I think I kept percentage at one point. I just stopped because it was stressing me. I think I kept percentage at one point, but you guys know what I'm trying to do. I remember putting PC and I kept percentage at one point. So I'm not stressed. But like that's why I kept percentage as the heading so that you guys know.
So basically, all the answer that we've gotten, you're supposed to divide. You're supposed to change it back to percentage.
Or which answer?
For the standard deviation. So can you go to your standard deviation? So now, yes.
All these answers are percentage, but you don't need to write percentage there, but like here.
Okay.
Yeah, in percent, but you don't need to say 5.31%. But like in percentage. You are comparing it with percentage now. So yeah.
All right.
Alan, you can talk to me fast, please. Let me say now more. Yo.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. So I'm concerned the way you got your expected return on the states like the ABC. So I'm thinking of, for me, the way you did the first one, like the way you did the way you calculate for the securities by, for instance, by taking 75,000 minusing it from the amount of investment. So I'm thinking, what if for the states now, if we had the 75,000 plus 45,600, then minus it from the total amount of investment, then divide everything by 100,000. Can we get the same thing, sir?
You cannot though.
I don't know.
Well, I don't even understand the way you mix the figures together. But try it if it works for you, fine. But believe me, that's a long.
Okay, I'm just okay. Like totaling the two. Okay.
I'm always open to try and on your own leisure time. Try it if it works. Then you become.
Okay, sir.
Let me bust your head. That's how SFM lecturers are formed. I'm not even joking. That thing you solve now. When you imagine you want to start lecturing, you will do it. You will not do another way. You see, you can also you should have noticed me in class. That thing that I always do. That I will say, okay, do this thing. It will give you that same answer. If it does not give you, I will not teach SFM again. It's as a result of test trial and error. Like, don't be saying myself going down from heaven. The result of trial and error like this, maybe personal studying, you could just say, "I'm saying, this thing if you work, and it go work." You can't come class. Somebody in last class told me that can the person borrow my brain to the exam? Nobody say anything really did the brain, but just patterning that kind of thing. But something did the brain, because I'm the only chartered accountant here, but I don't want to go there. But everybody to talk to me, please. Oh yeah, sharp, sharp. I need to move, please. I need to move.
All right, sir. The E part, how
Go
to
to the in there.
substitute this
E
plus
there.
one?
Yes,
Sir?
just substitute. Just change just that correlation coefficient alone to those figures.
Okay. After doing that, what conclusion will we comment?
I don't know. Just get answer. Is that this is to conclude? I don't think there's any conclusion there. I don't think you're supposed to.
What conclusion do you draw?
Look at it now. Maybe there, maybe one is going up, one is coming down. I'm sure that would be what is happening there. Maybe the lower the something, the higher something. I'm sure it's around that. It's around that level.
Okay, thanks, sir.
It's usually going to be with lower correlation coefficient and portfolio risk and all those things. So just when you get the answer, try to get the lower and the higher. The one that is higher, the one that is lower. I'm sure the conclusion will be around that age. Yeah, Ali, that's the last question I'm taking, please. I need to move.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Well done, sir. My own is little on that snake formula. The last zero that you are putting, is it an assumption or is there on the formula?
Is a correlation coefficient. That last question is because the correlation coefficient was 0. In this one, our correlation coefficient was minus 0.84. So that means it will be minus 0.84, not 0.
Okay.
Anything that they say you should put correlation coefficient, that's what you put there.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, CAPM. Now I've explained what we are trying to do with CAPM for you guys. I said they would provide the expected return for you. They will provide a big required. Okay, so I've sent the material. First of all, that's the first problem. So I've sent the material. So you guys look at the material. Then like I said earlier, expected return will also be provided for you in the question. Then you use CAPM to get required return. Then after you've gotten your required return, you subtract your required return from the expected return, then you get your alpha value. After you get your alpha value, you decide if it's undervalued, overvalued, or properly valued. I said you should use NOPU. What's the meaning of NOPU?
Negative, overvalued, positive, undervalued.
Okay, so it means if it's negative, it's overvalued. If it is positive, it is undervalued. Now, in that material I gave, let me show you guys something. Let's solve this question.
No.
I will solve that. I will solve that question today like this. Because let me first solve the ones that are of Cocoa first. So this is the way the CAPM thing works. So this is the material. So now, like I said, you'll be provided with, or you have been given what's the name? About 4. Oh my, I need to solve this first question. Oh my God of mercy. Okay, I'm coming. Make we sure I still the look, I'm sure. I might not, but anyways, like I was saying, don't forget to talk. So they would give you, this is the CAPM provide, these are the assumptions of CAPM, blah blah blah. This is better. Now this is what I'm going to. They will give you, these are the 4 formulas to get better. These formulas will not be provided for you in exam. I don't think so sure. You can cross check at the back of your stuff. I'm not exactly so sure that these formulas will be provided for you. But regardless, now this is the 4 formulas that you can use to get your beta. Don't forget what I told you. You need to get your beta. Once you've gotten your beta, you slot it in your CAPM formula. Then you get your required return. Now, these 4 formulas, the first one is based on excess return on security over excess return on the market. The second one is based on covariance of excess return on the market. The third one is based on correlation coefficients in the market. So it's correlation coefficients multiplied by the standard deviation of the security or standard deviation of the market, and this one is a whole lot of summation. Now, these 4 formulas, they will not ask you to use the 4. You can only use one. But that one that you use will be based on information provided in the question. It's not you that will decide that let me use this, I'm not using this one. You're based on information provided in the question. Now, based on experience, there are 2 common ones that I can like to set. 2 common ones, which is this first one, which is the excess return on security or excess return on the market, and this correlation coefficient. Sometimes covariance too, sha. So let me just say these 3. This last one is not particularly too common. Like I said, we are not in statistics class. I don't think anybody will tell you to be, because all these ones now, if you're doing number X, Y, this one will take too long. So the one that they like the most. So these 3 are the common ones. But among these 3, there's still one that is their favorite, which is this correlation coefficient. According to what we have seen, based on their past questions, this is the one that is most common, but anyone can come out. So anyone that's in the question, we are seeing information relating to excess return or return on security, excess return, return on market, excess return, or you see information on covariance of the market, you're supposed to use this one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's solve, please. So I'm going to solve. So this is what we are going to do. People know that we cannot do without assignment. So this is what we are going to do. I'm going to solve the 2 questions in my email. We'll solve these 2, not this one. People go and solve this one as assignment, please. Only the risk beta of barring short term. This one is simple now. This one is simple. Okay. Okay. If you can solve this one as assignment, so I'll solve the 2 questions here. So once I solve this one and this one, I think you guys should have an idea on what to do there. So somebody read the first one for me, please.
Capm is an equilibrium model of the trade-off between expected portfolio return and unavoidable risk. Okay, no, is it A or B?
The question now. The first one.
Required. What is the basic assumption?
Required. Okay, the question don't finish.
Okay, B. Currently, the rate of return
Hold on first.
This
one. Okay, there's no question there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Currently, the rate of return on the federal government bond redeemable at par in the year 2018 is 5%. The 4 securities of the securities of 4 companies, SFM PLC, SBR PLC, ATAX PLC, and AAA PLC, have expected returns of 12%, 9.5%, 10.5%, and 13% respectively. The average expected return on the market portfolio is 10%, subject to 6% risk standard deviation. Other relevant information relating to the 4 securities of the companies is stated below. All figures are incorrect. Required, determine the alpha value. That's awesome.
Okay. The first one is the A part is what?
We should state the basic assumptions on which this model is based.
B part. I mean, you guys don't know it.
Determine the alpha value.
I mean, you don't know assumptions of the CAPM. You know it, I mean, you don't know it.
We know it.
We know it.
Yeah.
Let me write it in capital letter. I don't want to give chances. So yeah.
Determination of alpha value.
Yeah, so let's start now. So let's first go and get. Don't forget the steps that I said I would do. So so what's the first thing we'll do? I'm asking the class. So
Compute the beta.
So we'll get our beta. After getting beta and go.
Capm.
We're gonna get Capm. Now to get our beta now. Which of the formulas I stated are we going to use?
Formula 3.
Correlation.
Formula 3. Which one is formula 3? Formula 3 equal formula 1. Which one is formula 3?
Correlation.
Correlation times standard deviation of the security
So
over
you use
standard.
correlation coefficient. Thank you very much. So let's start with our workings now. So you see using correlation coefficient. Oh yeah, so let's start now. So what's the first company?
SFM PLC.
Almighty. People should be putting Almighty at the back of SFM. Don't just be respecting SFM. Don't just be calling SFM normal. You can call those. You can just call it audit SFM. You say, oh my, let me help you write it today. Yeah, what's the correlation coefficient?
0.975.
Oh, 0.975.
What's the standard deviation of the security?
0.0880.
What's standard deviation of the market?
0.06.
Okay.
1.3.
1.3.
One 1.3.
Yes.
Sir.
The second one is what? SBR, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is the correlation
Correlation
Zero
coefficient.
point
0.640.
640.
What's the okay, it's the same thing, Abi? Is it?
No.
No,
0.075.
0.075.
The market is the same.
Yes.
Yes.
What do I have?
0.8.
0.8.
Third one is what?
8 tax.
740.
Correlation coefficient.
0.74.
0.09.
Which one be 0.09 again?
0.740.
0.740.
Why are you people too much that is giving me figure like this? Is it still the same people I selected?
Yes.
Don't they give me poison? Just like your background is noisy, please. Okay. Oh, yeah.
0.74 times 0.09. Equals to 0.11.
0.11.
Yes.
No.
1.11.
1.11.
This misfit here, you don't start.
Sleep.
And then don't call figure for me now. It won't be sleep. The
Come
third
on,
one is
Gary.
what? The fourth one is what?
AA.
0.680.
0.680.
And 0.15.
0.15. What about
1.7.
so I've gotten my beta now. So what's the next thing? So you say calculation
CAPM.
of required return using Capm. So you say your so let's do like this. Let's say, why are you not showing again you this word? So you say your required return equals to your risk. People see the way I'm always writing formulas first. It's not because I like to stress. So now I'm emphasizing on these things. It's me that I'm not supposed to be writing formula because I'm using word and all of, and it stresses me. But see, I will still struggle. Even the formula I've given you people before, I will still go and write it first. Yeah. Beta. RM, Abi. RM minus RF. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's my risk free?
0.05.
0.05. What's my beta?
1.3.
Sorry, we'll calculate for individual. Come on, this wala is too much. So let's start with SFM. What do you say the beta is? 1.3, Abi?
Yes.
Yes.
What's the market return?
10%.
0.1.
5%.
No, I don't start that. Okay, change this one to 5. Yeah, give me what I have now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. I'm active. What did you say the first one is?
1.3. Second one 0.8.
The first one is what? I never even read the first one.
0.12.
11.5.
Am I having two different figures now?
11.5.
Yeah,
11.5.
11.5. Second one is what?
0.8 is the beta.
Mm-hmm.
9%. 1.
What is better?
1.4. Yes, 1.11. 10.55%. 1.7.
Wait, I don't miss this thing. This one is SBR.
SFM, SBR, ATAX, and AAA.
What's the beta?
1.7. 13.5.
You don't get the answer. Yeah. So you now come here. Let's do another table now. Let me make the table say 5 by let me do it like this, or most likely add Charlotte. Okay. So you say companies expected return. If people will be asking me that is it in percentage, let me help you put it there. Next one, you say your required return.
Capm values and alpha value.
Then you now say alpha value. Oh, maybe this one be alpha value. Yeah, so what are the companies? SFM?
Yes.
Yes, SDR.
SBR.
Tax.
What's the expected return?
12%. 12. 9.5. 10.5. And
12, 9.5.
10.5.
10.5. 13.
10.5.
And 13.
What are required return?
11.5. 9.
11.5.
10.55. Or 10.
13.5.
13.5.
What are alpha value?
0.5.
0.5.
0.5. Minus 0.05. Minus 0.5.
Like this, are we?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you now do your decision now. Nope, negative, overvalued, positive, undervalued. Yeah.
Undervalued.
Undervalued. Undervalued.
Overvalued. Overvalued. Overvalued.
Overvalued. Overvalued.
Now come on to conclusion.
We should buy
You pay the securities.
security
Security.
SBR
Securities, SFM,
and SBR.
and SBR are undervalued,
Means we should buy
meaning that
all of the securities
the more of the securities
purchased.
but while securities securities they are both on serious courses now, so you should say them. Securities.
Not until Arcan will fail you.
Can keep you in ICANN for 10 years.
These people that don't know how to read now. Buy securities, ATAX and AAA.
Be disposed.
Should be so.
Overvalued. And more. And more of the securities should be sold. But
So change your conclusion. You're writing conclusion.
not sleep. This one will be even girl. Sleep. Oh yeah. Is any question? This one is this particular type is simple. I don't know how students feel it. It's always whenever I say portfolio theories, it's supposed to, you guys are supposed to be very happy because now free mark. But I'll see students feel it.
It can be confusing sometimes.
There's nothing that's confusing there, though. Oh yeah. Do you have any question, please?
No, sir.
Trying to see if I can. Okay. Oh yeah, no question, Abby. The last one, please. Yeah.
Nollywood PLC is comprised of only 4 major investment projects, details of which are as follows. Project Sonyeri, Okele, Dejo, and Chikon, all figures as incorrect. The risk-free rate is expected to be 5% per year, the market return 14% per year, and the standard deviation of market returns 13%. Required. A. Assume that Nollywood PLC shares are currently priced based upon the assumption that the last 5 years' experience of returns will continue for foreseeable future. Evaluate whether or not the share price of Tico PLC is valued or overvalued. B. Discuss why your results in A above might correctly identify whether or not the share price of Nollywood PLC is undervalued or overvalued. C. Discuss the key limitations of portfolio theory in the analysis of fiscal investment decisions in practice.
Thank you very much. So, I think it's even almost the same thing, sir. Just a little tweak to this one, but it's still almost the same thing with that one that we did. But the only thing is, for this one, we need to calculate. So, which method are we going to use to calculate our beta?
From
correlation.
Say from the correlation coefficient.
The only issue with this one is there is a little historical. Okay, I think it's only the first one that is. Okay, B is theory, C is theory. I'm going to leave this B and C to you. They are both theoretical. So I'm just going to do the first part. Limitations of portfolio theory. Put it on Google. This one too. This one too is a little bit theoretical. So most likely that was the first one that I would do. It says that assume that Nollywood shares are currently priced based upon the assumption that the last 5 years' experience of return will continue for the evaluate whether or not the share price is undervalued or overvalued. Okay, so people want to use email to injure me today. So you say question 2. Nollywood PLC.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, we need to calculate the beta now. You guys know. So you need to calculate the beta first. So you say first. So after you've gotten the beta, you now go and use the beta to calculate the overall beta. That's the first thing you will do. So that you calculate the overall beta. So you will now. So this is basically what you're going to do. You will now use that overall beta to calculate an expected return. Don't forget what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is see the difference between this one and this first one is for this first one we did, he has 4 different securities. So you're basically comparing between the 4 securities. But for this one, that's why I told you guys always read question. SFM is not structured. Let me give you guys a gist. It's not a gist. This is the first. Yesterday was the first time, even upon my busyness. So yesterday was the first time that I've properly read last diet number 1 question. I'm not even going to lie. I've always just been saying, I will read it, I will check it, I will solve it, I will read it, I will solve it. I've not properly read the question. Yesterday, I just took small 1 hour while I was forming this material to read those questions. And believe me, what I could denote was students just don't like to think. That's my conclusion. Because that question, it's not as if it's cheap, yeah? But it's basically what you've done. If you understand what we've done thoroughly in free cash flow, that was what that question was about. It was just a whole lot of story. Nothing is there, just a whole lot of grammar. But it's just free cash flow that they told you to do. And one wants to merge But after one is considering either you should merge, either you should demerge, or you should or another company wants to value it, another company wants to buy it, just value it. It's telling you that okay, he has one business. Should he demerge, or should he allow this company buy it? Okay, value it if you want this company to buy it using free cash flow. Basically everything that we've been doing. Although there are little tweaks there. But this particular question, and what separates this question from this first one is the fact that this one has different securities, but this one, it does not have, it just have one security. So just tell you that okay, compare the return with overall what like while you are comparing the overall overall risk to the individual based on history. Don't forget that if you check the question, let's go back to the question. We go back to this question. See, there's already an historical return. Do you understand? There's already an historical return that they've been making in the last 5 years. So basically what we are telling you to do is okay, get a new overall beta, calculate your own return, and compare your return to this last year return and say, okay, should it be overvalued or undervalued? Low button, that's just basically what they asked you to do. So yeah, so this is the first thing you would now do. So obviously calculate beta now. So you first say calculation. Is it calculation or beta? Yeah, that formula that I use. No, same again. So
Correlation coefficients times.
you guys sleeping?
No, sir.
No.
Yeah, with you, sir.
If you sleep, if you want to sleep, tell me, make myself go sleep. But guess who's getting exam soon?
Me.
You, tada! So here you kill it, blah blah blah. Be? Okay. So you say son here. What's the correlation coefficient? We are
0.55.
0.55.
Not division of the security income
15.
of the market.
13. 0.13. Sorry, that one is okay. Is in percent. That 15 is in percentage.
Since we are is 0.5, then we can use it like this now. We can use it like this one. We can use 0.15 and 0.13. Anyone that is comfortable for you. This one is not in percentage now. So anyone that is comfortable.
15%.
Madam, anyone can walk.
Okay,
I use it direct. I can use 0.15 and 0.13 here. If you still give it.
That will be 0.63.
0.63.
Approximately.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The next one is what?
0.75 is 20 over 13.
Like what's the name? What's the name of the?
Okele.
Okele.
Okele. Wow. Maybe my next question, I will use one Igbo name. I will not tell the Yorubas to pronounce it. So
0.05
Ora for Ora.
times 20.
1.5. 1.15.
1.1.
What's the name?
Dejo.
Dejo.
Anyway.
You still saying that Dejo?
Abi, will not blame me.
Which I never hear for this class. Yeah, what was this? What was this one?
0.84 times 14 over 13.
0.90.
Last name.
0.62.
Jigon.
No kill also. Not everybody.
Yeah.
0.62 times 18 divided by 13.
Divided by 13.
What
That's 0.586.
0.86. 86.
So this is the what's the name? So this is the beta, Abi. Now this is all you now do now. So you've gotten the beta now. I thought that what is in your mind is okay. Let's slot it into CAPM. Fine, you can comfortably slot it into CAPM, but you cannot. How would I explain it now? Don't forget what we are trying to compare here. We are trying to compare. Listen to me. What is in your head now is if I get that particular return, why can't I get that particular return using CPM, then compare them one by one and all those things? Now, the problem is you cannot or you shouldn't, because if you read the question says that based upon the assumption of the last year experience return we continue for the foreseeable future, evaluate whether or not the share price is undervalued or overvalued. Now, if you do it like this, listen though, if you calculate in exam scenario, I'm sure that what is in most of you said is take that figure that you've gotten, use it to do CPM, then make this your annual return, maybe your expected return, Abi. Then use that to do your required return, then compare if it is overvalued or undervalued. It makes sense now.
Yes.
Believe me, if you had done it that way, you would not lose. I will not say you would not lose mark. You will not lose too much mark. You can do it and it would still fly. You will get like 5 or 6, which is fair. Do you understand? Which is very, very fair. But the only reason why I would not want to do it like that is the fact that if you read this question very well, there is this particular percentage of company market value. It is so that you can get the value, not the value. Don't let me use the word value. So that you can get the exact return. So that you can use to get this is what I'm saying. So this next thing I would do if I were in your shoes, but I'm not, and I cannot be again. But now that we've gotten this our beta, so we'll do like a weighted average beta. Do you understand? So you now get like a weighted average beta. So you see like a weighted average beta. Like we're trying to get like beta of the portfolio now. Do you understand? We're trying to get beta of the portfolio like this. So you just get like, so let me just say beta of the portfolio. So you now start by saying, so we'll use that particular weight. So what's the first weight? That's the percentage now of the market value.
28.
28 times 0.63. The second one.
0.17.
0.17.
0.15. What's the total?
0.31.
31 times 0.9. 0.24. 24 times 0.86.
0.24. The
18.32.
I cannot have 18 now. 18K. It's beta I'm looking for now, so it will be in the range of 0.1 point something.
Zero 0.86.
0.86. Now this 0.86 now. Let's not use this 0.86 now to calculate our expected return. Do you understand? Let's not use this 0.86 now to calculate our expected return.
Expected or required?
Hmm?
Is it expected return or required return?
Which one is that?
This beta.
This one that we got.
Yes.
We need to get required return now.
Sorry, you said expected.
No vex. So you know, see your R, which is equal to what's my risk free? I'm not the write that formula again now. So when you say,
5%.
so you know, say calculation. Not a calculation of RF using CAPM. So you know, say RR is equal to what are risk free?
5%.
5% plus 0.86. So
14%.
14%.
12.7%.
So now that what's the name? The historical return as our expected return. Yeah, well. So you now say historical return. So expected return. So you now so we still go through the same process again. Calculate our beta first, so that we get. Sorry, we won't be giving return self, so we don't need to calculate beta. So let's just use the market value, I mean the value to get our return. So what I'm saying is, you're saying think 0.28. What's the first return?
10.
Something like this. It brings on that market value. I mean that value of the. That's why I have to do all these things.
0.17. 18%.
18.
Yes. .15.
That's 15% now.
Yes. 13%.
What
2.9.
2.9K.
Zero 0.14. 0.14.
So that's 14%.
4. Yeah, 14%.
So now let's do our alpha value now. So you do alpha value. That's your expected minus your required. What do I have? Required minus expected then. Is it required minus expected? I'll be expected minus required.
Expected minus required.
What's our expected return?
14%.
Expected return.
What's our required?
12.7.
What do I have?
1.3.
1.3%
undervalued.
The Kilamakwan.
The project.
I think it's your price.
It's their price.
Because he has simple as ABC. As simple as ABC, ABC, ABC. We're still on YouTube. I have space in class, so you can join the class. We're still on YouTube. Please, I think that what was the next one? I think the next one is the theoretical now. Here you discuss how your result above how you might not correctly identify whether or not the share price is undervalued. A lot of things now. The thing be your result. What are the things that way? If it's me, yeah, if it's me, in this kind of result, in this kind of situation, I would slide in. Maybe at least if I don't know any answer there, I would just slot in one or two disadvantage or limitations of portfolio. One or two, since it's 6 marks, so they're expecting about 6 now, about 6 or 5 minimum. So if it was me in exam that I don't know the answer of this thing, I would just slot in one or two assumptions, one or two limitations of CAPM, because it's one of the methods I use. Just slot one or two disadvantages of portfolio theory. Then I go find one random, one hard. I know say no go bad, I don't go get 3. But for this kind of situation, for this particular one, you can say the market may not be totally efficient, which is one of the limitations of CAPM. You can also say CAPM also relies on assumption. Is one of the reasons.
Also, we have historical data too, so it might not be fully accurate.
What?
Because of historical data. Because of the presence of historical data, it might not be accurate sufficient investment.
Brilliant. Historical data. So it might not be even that market risk safe, that premium. Not that we use the same premium, it might not be constant. Anything could happen. That's the market. That's the difference between market return and markets, and difference between risk free and markets at the beginning, a market return, that market premium now may not be constant. Exactly.
It ignores other risks.
Hmm?
It ignores other risk.
You also ignores other risks too. You can also say beta. That beta is might not be constant. Just look for basic assumptions of CPM, disadvantages of portfolio theory, merge it together. Last one says limitations of portfolio theory. That one assignment. See, people should go and do it. Please do it around it to your note. I think these questions are like a question. I don't know the gear. So please, you can go and copy up. Does anybody know the year that this question is in? Does anybody know the year that question is in? Anybody? I don't know the year. We should go and find out. But I'm sure it's in the recent years.
May
So,
2021.
May.
Yeah, 2021. Because I think 2024 6.
Okay, so please go and check May 2021. Copy and paste the limitations of the portfolio. Are we correct? Did you get the same answer? Yes, have you?
Question 6.
I know say I'm bad like that, but no one. Oh yeah, any question, please? Any question?
Yes, sir.
Question will be Mr. Aliu, talk to me, please. Aliu, your time is gone. Okay, Taiwo Fadipe, talk to me, please. Taiwo Fadipe. Okay, so I assume there's no question. So please attempt this third one. Attempt this last one. No, there's nothing in this question basically. Just where's the question? Let me help you guys break it down a little. Because I don't want to move back. I don't want to come back here. There's nothing here. So what do you do first? The first thing is you need to get no, for this one, I need to get a portfolio better. Listen to me, you need to get a total better, like of the whole portfolio. Now what's the formula to get? If I want to do total, what's the formula for me to get total? I want to get total portfolio better.
That's the weight divided by the market value.
Thank you very much. So you get the weight divided by the market value. How do you now for this one? We don't have weight now. So how do we get the weight? You use hash total. For people that did cost of capital, so you do hash total. So what I'm saying is, you start by saying, so you do all these companies. You start by their total market value. How do you get their total market value? Multiply by their number of shares by their market price. You get the total value. So you're doing first you're doing 6,000 multiplied by this. So you get the total market value. You put all this beta like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you multiply the total market value by the beta to the hash total. I mean like each market value. So you do for ATA. That's whatever you get after you multiply this by this. You multiply by this one again. You multiply this by this. Okay, multiply this by this. Whatever you get again, you multiply by beta. So after you've gotten all your total market value, you get your hash total. So you do your hash total divided by your market value. Then you have a what? You have a portfolio beta. So that portfolio beta. So after you've gotten that portfolio beta, you will now go and put that portfolio beta using CAPM. So you get individual return. So individual return that you have is what you compare to the expected return. The expected return now is where there is now small work, because you cannot find it. Because I cannot find expected return in this question. You cannot say expected return. Come in.
Total return is capital gain plus dividend yield.
Okay, yes, that makes sense. Yes. Yes. That is it. So you add your dividend yield plus your capital gain. Yes, that's your expected return. So this first one will be, I think that's 19.5. This one will be, say, 24, maybe. So that will be expected return. So you compare the expected return to your required return. You get your what's the name? Alpha value. Then you do your recommendation. Lobaton. Then this one, go and put it on Google. If you have any question. Molayo David, talk to me, please. Oh, yeah, Molayo David. People raising up your hand and you're not answering me now. Now they stress me. Shamaka, talk to me.
Okay. I noticed when you were computing the overall beta for that's this 0.86 now. I noticed you used another formula. Can we use any of the formulas that you gave us?
This one is different now. This one has this one has weight already now. What I'm saying in this particular account, the weight was given to us in the question. This one I did now.
Okay.
What is 0.80? They were given to us in the question now.
Okay.
That's why I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that weight over total market value. And we don't even have any market value related information in that question. I mean, do we? We don't now.
We don't.
So there's no way the formula would have worked.
Okay. If the question is asking us based on overall, like this question is asking that, let me go back to the question. He's saying we should evaluate whether or not the share price of the entire company is undervalued or overvalued. That means we're going to look for overall beta, overall Capm, overall expected value, expected return.
Don't streamline it though. Yes, you're supposed to look for overall, but this basic overall is even simpler because the securities were not divided. Like we don't have different securities. Do you get? If we have security A, security B, could have been a different ballgame. But because this one is just for the whole company, that's why it looks like this. We're just comparing just their shares alone. If they had had shares, had bond, had real estate, it could have been a different ballgame. But their only security was just shares, which was what we were comparing. So it made sense to just use overall.
Okay.
So if it was a different shares, we would have compared them individually. We will be doing the rest.
That's different shares of different companies, Abby.
Like if they were different now, like they have shares, they have real estate, they have different securities. We would have compared them with all these ones that we've been doing, like the way we've been doing the remaining.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you have any other question, please? So Aliu Abdullah, I don't think you guys want to talk to me. So in the absence of no other question, I think I would like to
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Yes, thank you so much, sir, for the class. Can you please, I didn't get the explanation on how to get this better for the assignments. That is the weights. You said weights over total market value. Can you please explain how we're supposed to get the weights again, please?
You get your total shares by your total market value. This is this times this. Whatever you get, multiply by the beta. Like you're doing total market value now. What you want to get is ash total. So you're doing your ash total divided by the market value. So how do you get total market value first? You first multiply this by this, this by this, this by this, this by this. The summation of all is your total market value. Now how do you get ash total? Each of them, whatever you got while multiplying this by this, you now multiply by the beta again. You do this. What's 60,000 multiplied by 4.29?
$257,400.
So that's your market value for ACTA. You do the same thing for this one. You do the same thing for this one. You do the same thing for this one. That's individual market value. You now sum all of them together as a total market value. Now you now put the beta in front of each of them. Then the last heading here will now be ash total. So individually of all those figures that you got, now multiply by those beta. So you get ash total for ACTA, ash total for this one, ash total for this one, ash total for this one. Then you sum it up together. Whatever you get divided by whatever you get from the total market value. You get your beta of the portfolio.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. So in the absence of no other question, we have concluded. Yes, that's your risk. We have concluded portfolio theory. By the grace of God, next week Monday we'll move into option pricing, and I hope to finish it next week as well. So that if there's any other week, I'll most likely be taking business reconstruction, and that will be my last topic with you. Then I'll see you guys in revision most likely. So in the absence of no further question, Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Just good night to you and yours.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot. Good night.
Good night to you and yours, sir.
Yeah, I don't get yours, so only me.